Hey friends. Today Andrew tell his fantastic life story. My rents are normal. Well, with their own bugs maybe. But they don't stand out in the crowd. My dad is metal fan in his spare time. So he rides bike like God. My mum has huge tattoo on her back. But they are normal anyway. Seems like they've decided to teach me freedom and independence in their own way. When was kid, they never told me things like you can't do it or you mustn't or you're not allowed to do that. If tried to get into the socket, my mum sat next to me and explained in details why shouldn't do that. She showed me some examples and small experiments. Always. She'd found out the human brain doesn't perceive the no. So, she worked on kids' psychology. Along with that, she developed me with her cool stuff, of course, grew up. And didn't do any life-threatening tricks. Well, almost. But again, no one said anything to me. Once wanted to do the walls climbing on the apartment block next to ours. Here's card for me for 10 climbing classes in an upscale school and beginner's equipment, wanted to learn skateboarding. Here's your skateboard, son. And along with that, the first aid guide, the helmet and the knee pads. If you don't want to use the knee pads and helmet, just look through the guide. And here am, hero, with my wounded knees, sitting on the curb and treating all the bruises with things from pocket first aid kit. Everyone else shows envy. Of course, later didn't get on the skateboard without the helmet. Well, think it makes sense. If my ideas didn't threaten my health, was just taught how to wind up the consequences. If fell down, knew how to treat myself. But I did do something greater, like climbing or diving, after special training. And you know what? Didn't give up extreme things but started to love my rents even more. Things were more complicated with my looks. At 14, out of blue thought the blue mohawk was just what really needed. And at home, with friend, created cool hairstyle. And then, came home proud. Now look at the pictures of those times. Think my rents pretended hard not to laugh at me cause they didn't even smile. Though, think they'd laugh non-stop at least for couple of hours. Clear enough, there were no problems with alcohol and smoking and other interesting stuff. What to keep close, first tried smoking when was 13. Didn't like it. Maybe because it wasn't forbidden, just asked mum for cigarette. She bought packet of cigarettes and never forbade me to smoke. Don't know, good alcohol felt much better than cheap beer. But frankly, it was disgusting too. And again, no prohibition for that. So, no use to experiment. We tried it and calmed down. And Dad was my personal hero again. With my mum, of course. Though still don't get why they didn't laugh at what was doing. Well, of course, was taught to ride bike too. And I'd say quite early, was even behind the wheel. But only where no one'd see me. And when first took my girlfriend home, my rents just disappeared, leaving behind coupla questions from the girl and pack of condoms on the bedside table. Why I'm telling you this? The thing is, the absence of punishment also works. And can say it works perfect. My parents never forbade me anything. My rents only helped me to develop and explore the world safely as kid and then as teenager. Now, I'm 18, am healthy and smart young man, am an interesting person with no lack of emotions and memories. Alcohol, drugs, smoking and all that stuff doesn't interest me. Don't get involved into dangerous things cause I've learned to think twice and make decisions. Even in the extreme situations. Now, look like an ordinary student, want to achieve my goal, want to open my own tattoo studio. So I'm going to be an artist. By the way, I've already made my first tattoo experiments on people.